What's up, guys? Welcome back to Toy Time with your host, Graig, Weich, comic book artist, writer, and director from BeyondComics.tv, and coming soon on October 23rd to VV's. That's right, that's Disney's and Marvel's distributors, VV.me. Check this out, guys. It is a dream come true figure. They finally, after 40 years, made the prototype version that I saw back in the 1980s when I was a little boy of Arcee. And then they made her not only in the prototype colors with face design, but boom, the toy design as well. And if you check, an original sculpted face right over here. No parts forming, it's all together. And you can compare and see the difference between the two faces. Totally cool, totally cool. And a real dream come true to be able to actually get this. I always wanted this toy as a little boy when I used to watch the cartoon of the original G1 Transformers. This is, of course, the Takara Japanese version here. And you can see the transformation on the box of the toy prototype version as well as the correct tune accurate toy version of the cartoon. And the two different box arts here that you can see. I'm so excited that they finally produced it. They never made female Transformers back in the day, and what terrific ingenuity to make this. And it is partial die-cast metal, like the feet and little other parts here that you can see. It's so well made, and the transformation is so good, clean, clicks into place, accurate, and to feel that cold die-cast metal here is so nice. It rolls with wheels, and even the feet have little things that pull out to help it balance. It's very posable. You can, rotate the shoulders here like this. You could bend the arms out to the side and the elbows as well, and you can see it goes out to the side and over here. It rotates forward if you want. Really, really cool stuff. And it comes with stickers. I mean, the old classic, beautiful stickers, which just went on perfectly. The stickers are a little fragile. The material is a bit fragile, so it can tear easily, but it's still really great. And of course, the rub icon, so that you rub it to reveal the logo, which I love that. It's so cute. The gun goes here or in the hand. So this is just a wonderful 40th anniversary edition, and seeing this 40 years ago in the toy catalog magazine, and seeing that it was unreleased was beyond frustrating. And let me tell you, I am so happy to be touching this and holding it in my hands all these years later, and the little boy in me came alive for a moment just to say, wow, they finally made this, and it was so great. This one, and of course there was Alita 1 as well they hadn't made, but boy, oh boy, is that cool to actually see. And a fun story, Chronoforms was what was originally released when they did, I think, Trailbreaker and those toys, which I really loved. And back in the day, I was about, oh my God, it was like 2 years before Transformers launched. So it was a really long time ago. And you're talking like 2 years beforehand. This is 1980s, of course. And to see the Chronoforms in a preview, along with Bandai robots like GoLion, which became Voltron, was such an incredible thrill. It also comes with a catalog book, by the way, I wanted to tell you, which is really cool. And I remember the Tron movie was new and just coming out, and I was a little baby, and my parents took me to this wonderful toy convention. I think it was before Creations Convention, actually. And it was so great to see all the prototypes, and I loved it. And there was like Voltus 5 and all these other terrific Bandai robots, and my parents were nice enough, Martin and Pat, to order some Bandai robots for me, which was so cool. The V1 with the upper torso turns into the spaceship, and the legs turn into like some kind of like containment, not like a tank, but like a kind of, I don't know, like a thing that would fix or repair the ship. Really, really cool stuff with the Voltron. I'm sorry, with the Tron figures from the movie, which were clear, posable figures, as well as these awesome Transformers, these chronoform Transformers, which would later, of course, become from Takara, they would transform into the Transformers that we know today. They also had like Micro Man, also known as Micro Man, and all these just terrific things. And, the way that they would make it was just unbelievable. And then also, remember, it was the first time in the world that we ever saw a transforming vehicle to a robot. And nobody could understand how that's even possible. Like we didn't even know what the heck we were looking at. I remember how crowded the place was. I'm able to remember like very, very early on in my age, before I was 1 year old, my memory started kicking in. It was like these nice little flashes, and it was fully active, my memory, by like 2.5. When I saw the original Star Wars movie, is like my first big giant memory. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. But the impact of people seeing that this car could transform into this robot was unheard of. Unheard of. Nobody understood how that was humanly possible. It was like the crowds around the table, and they're like, wow, and you hear them oohing and ahhing. Now it's, it's part of the lexicon, it's part of the world, part of the new norm. But back then, it was unheard of. And again, look how clean the back is. Just beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I got this sticker in on the first try on this one here. If you can see that inside, which is really cool to pop it in place. Really nice. Nice work to be able to get this done. I love this thing. Anyway, guys, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, punch that notifications icon so you get alerted to the next post. And as they say in comic books, to be continued.